Uy, ganda! Kaya lang tayo pumunta ng Pinas, ha?
Totoo.
Para walang picture for memories.
Uy, may nag-notif.
Oh, ano yan?
Masasaksihan ni Marcos Jr. kung hinahamon ka namin, Pangulong Bongbong Marcos.
Magandang araw, aking mga kababayan, mga aking kaposes-posesan. Ngayon ay nagbabalik tayo sa KKK, kainga-ingayan, kaposes-posesan ng kabataan. Ako po si Aya, inyong host for today.
Ako po si Philip, ang iyong second host for today.
Ako po si Julian, ang inyong third host for today. Ako naman si Lindsay, ang inyong pang-apat na host for today.
Today, we will be digging in some of the major events here in the Philippines, especially concerning those of the large-scale rallies on September 21, 2025. Issues that are related to corruption, political dynasties such as the Nepo babies, and as well as the fake blood control systems. Now, Philip, would you like to start our discussion today?
So thanks, Aya. So the first date of demonstration happens in September 21, and I think this is the 53rd anniversary of martial law, where Ferdinand Marcos declared a martial law here in the Philippines in 1972. And the second is the allegation on corruption in flood control infrastructure ng yung mga kahit madami tayong binibigay na mga tax sa mga politicians is hindi nila nabibigyan hindi nila tayo nabibigyan ng magandang project and result. And next is yung pangatlo naman is about wider public frustration, including about political dynasties and the sense that Nepo babies are benefiting from systematic privilege, while tayo, mga normal na tao, is naghihirap sa kahirapan, na habang ang mga Nepo babies is ginagamit nila yung kayamanan nila na para magpakasarap ng buhay. So the rally became a convergence of flood control, corruption, lost inherited power, and we will remember the martial law. Ayun.
The rally was not just about one issue or one scandal na kinaharap natin ngayon. Like yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 at marami pang iba. So it became symbolic of our structural issues. So first, nandyan talaga yung mga Nepo babies. Like alam mo naman, they are the fuels that sense of injustices. Like sila yung parang maiinggit ka na lang kasi pinanganak sila na may privilege na agad, habang tayo, mga tao, naghirap muna bago makamtan yung gusto nating buhay. Like, di ba? Ang sakap naman nun, our ordinary citizens like us suffers while sila, syempre, nagpapakasarap lang. And lastly, with this, it raises the helps of motivating us to participate para mag-voice out sa mga nangyayari sa bansa natin.
Right. And there's also a youth dimension. Younger Filipinos often feel disconnected from the power structure. And the Nepo babies critic resonates with them. They see the injustice and the fuels activism.
Okay, pagdating dun sa fueling activism, I think that there's also another fuel that we should talk about. How about let's move on to another segment.
And according to Philstar QA, over the past 15 years, 1.9 trillion pesos ang nakuha ng mga politicians na yan. This allegedly lost due to corruption, diba? 1.9 trillion pesos. Sobrang laki. Like, bago ka pa magkaroon ng pesos na gano'n, tapos kailangan mong magpakahirap nila. Ilang crop ang kailangan ng magsasaka na kuhanin para makuha yun, diba? Ilang type or ilang call ng mga call center agents ang kailangan nilang gawin para makuha nila yun, diba?
Kawawa talaga tayo.
Pero, sabi ng mga rally organizers, nung in-interview sila ng ating mga news media sources, ngayon akalain mo na ginagawa nila ito dahil lang sa isang project. Hindi ito dahil doon sa project. Ito ay dahil sa sistema ng gobyerno natin. It goes deeper. It's corrupted to its roots. The bureaucratic capitalists, the political favoritism, the neglect of the common good. Lahat yung mga yun, nagpe-play kung bakit sila kumikilos. Ito mga flood control projects, ito lang yung naging susi nila kahit sila nagsisimula ng mga rallies. It's just only beginning. And each and every one, unti-unti nang pumupunta sa liwanag.
Julia, how this issue become a rallying point?
So, well, natural disasters like typhoon, floods na kinaharap natin nung nakaraang buwan, nakaraang linggo, or kung ano man yan. Like, di ba, ang daming natural occurrences na nangyari sa atin ngayon. So, it hit the Philippines hard. So, when people see the money earned for protecting them is being misused, the outrage is really personal. So it's not just abstract corruption. People's lives are also affected. That transform the issue from policy to life or death. So, yeah. Ikaw ba, para sa anong tanong mo dyan?
Actually, it's not necessarily about what's happening, but how the government is implementing their systems. Many, like in those in the courts, their contracts are not transparent enough. There are secret trades, there are secret deals and agreements that are happening behind the backs of not corrupt officials. It's not necessarily about the, shall we say, the funds vanishing, but it's about the accountability of the government and how they're still trying to go with underhand tactics in order to save themselves from the accountability. That's why our ralliers are protesting. But before that, how about the short commercial break in order to produce a much more...
Yan, this
Tayo
is
na kami?
KKK. Karayan,
Success na magandang!
Yan, Unilab yan. Pagbibili ng gamot, siguraduhin mo na. Unilab yan, Unilab yan.
Trusted quality healthcare. Unilab yan.
Shut up!
Ay!
Ay!
Hi guys! Hi guys!
Teka lang, parang...
How about let's delve into a much more serious tone and matter. Para sa inyo, nagsisimula na kakaroon ng kaguluhan dito sa bansa natin. Anong suod? What's next? And what about the youth, the people, our citizens? Are we just going to stay silent? Would our voices be projected?
Kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan.
Paano po ang kabataan ay pinapatahimik mismo ng sarili nilang bayan?
Paano nga ba pagka kinuha na yung mga bosses natin? So, kasi may natandaan kasi ako nung tumakbo ako ng president dati ng SPO. And I'm really committed on advocating youth empowerment. So, this topic really, malapit talaga siya sa akin. Lalo pagdating sa mga bosses na yan. So, pag sinabi natin na paano pag kinuha ng isang tao yung boses natin, syempre kung natin gagawin is, wag na wag tayong papaya. Kasi our voices is our only power.
Just like the moment we stay silent.
Yes. And we should use our voice for what we know what is right and for what we know we deserve. And kung may alam kayo, wag kayong mahiya na gamitin natin yung boses natin. Kasi just like I said, yung boses natin is yung kapangyarihan natin na dapat hindi natin hinahayaan na makuha ng iba. So, kaya sa mga kabataan dyan, advice ko lang sa inyo, huwag kayong matakot na gamitin yung mga boses nyo, di ba? Dahil yung mga boses nyo, mapupunta yan sa pagbabago, sa magandang pagbabago ng ating bansa.
Ang change, hindi yan basta-basta nangyayari. It doesn't happen overnight. Of course, we need to, shall we say, incorporate ourselves. Kailangan mag-participate tayo mismo. You shouldn't just dilly-dally wait for something to happen. You should be the one who starts it itself. It happens when the pressure stays. When the public wants the people of power to be accountable, when their voices resound, whether via online, physical, or via the words of the people themselves. Huwag tayong pumayag na walang mangyayaring kakaiba. Nagawa na natin ito, pwede natin magawa ulit. History repeats itself. Kaya nga diba, palagi inaano sa history lessons, learn from our mistakes, learn from the past. And well, seeing our past, kayang-kayang baguhin natin ang course ng ating kinabukasan para mailigtas ang Pilipinas sa mas hindi nakakaayang kinabukasan.
So, ang masasabi ko lang, huwag tayong mananahimik ha. Keep it matunganga guys. Keep it talaga.
Huwag kayong matakot, guys.
Ang masasabi ko lang, guys, always use your voice.
Yes.
Don't let other take away that power from all of you.
Kasi
And
hindi
isa
kayo
pa,
si Ariel, ha?
bumoto kayo ng maganda
Tama.
kasi nasa mga kamay natin ang pagbabago. Kung ayaw nyo magulit to, we need to be politically aware.
Yes.
So,
Kaya nga sa Disney, di ba? Hindi tayo si Ariel para kung leader sila yung voice.
yung voice
Yes.
natin, yeah.
Ano nga ba ang KKK?
Bye, Nailayan! Kaposes-posesan!
Bata! Maraming salamat po sa pakikinig. Ako po si Aya.
Ako si Philip.
Ako po si Julian.
At ako naman si Lindsay.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share it, like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon and be notified of our page. Hit the bell icon.
Keep your voice loud, your hearts open, and your minds critical. Paalam!
Paalam!